Right.
Welcome back to the W number, folks. Friday night live, little special we got going on, man. Help celebrate my freedom. I got out Friday the 13th, 2023. I'm going to get into my journey a little bit, and we're going to get into some crazy stuff, man. Politics, bro, all that stuff, man. It's going to be a fun ass night, bro. Guys, just sit back, relax, man. We're going to have a fun time in the chat, bro. Tons of people showing up already. We're gonna do this, man. I appreciate everybody who showed up, man. I love all you guys. They're like my family, man. And let's do this, man. Let's have fun tonight. Play a little theme song right here, bro. This is my stuff right here.
Can't believe Luigi brother talking shit on me with the same first name and last name. Bitch, I'm a legend. I'll echo some wisdom into your head just like my last game. You wasn't even famous back in 86, started my own journey. I ain't copy shit, ain't even know back then that you exist. It wasn't no beef, so why you on my dick? But if you want static, these hands rated E. I go grizzly bear hands, get you a T. This beef shit is also simple to me. Just shut the fuck up or you can rest in peace. I trek through the woods for a week with no peace. Walk on these feet for a week with no sleep. Dragging this sword behind me and I'll see that it goes through your heart till I don't hear a peep.
This isn't it, man. Dang, bro.
Play the wrong one?
Yeah, but it's all right. I'm going to get it right now. Here we go.
Many men like wish death upon me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. The president is what I'm destined to be, but Democrats trying to take my life away. Put a hole in my ear, now you gon' see. Put a call into all my security. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me, cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men, that's a lot of men. Many men wish death on me. Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. These pissy Democrats put money on my head. Go get your refund, motherfucker, cause I ain't dead. I'm the orange in the fruit bowl that ain't been found. I'm the Republican king, and I ain't been crowned. When I rally, something special happens every time. I'm the greatest, something like America in its prime. I rip the concrete jungle, I ain't never been humble. This race high, cause I stay ready to rumble. Got a temper, Joe, go ahead, lose your head. I'm crazy, I've got Kamala between her legs. I walk around, cap on my head, chip on my shoulder. Till I've won this presidential race, pussy, this beef ain't over. Many men wish death on me. Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me.
Yo, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little shit right there.
That thing's hilarious.
Hell yeah, go hold on, I got it. Dang, hold up.
Real quick, I just want to shout out my little brother. Ethan, I got you, bro. I got you no matter what.
Man.
He's watching right now.
What's going on with your brother? Let's talk about that real quick.
He's going to go face a little problem he's got.
Yeah, so there's a few people facing problems right now. My boy Johnny Howlett, right, had to go to court today, turn himself in. He was facing warrants. He was on the run for 2 years, and today he had enough, bro. He walked into the courthouse and turned himself in. I am the orange in the fruit bowl who hasn't been found. For real.
Word. No, yeah, pretty much the same thing. And it's kind of funny. It's like, God, you know what I mean? We heard your boy. And then, like, my brother called me. And it's like, what's going on? But God's working in people's lives. Fact. That's all it comes down to, you know?
Yeah, man. Johnny's about to clear that shit up, man. Grace, you're a little bit frozen up right now. I'm not sure why. Yeah. But it's all right, man. It'll go back to normal, hopefully. Yeah, bro. Fact, man. Johnny's a good dude, bro. If you guys look back, I interviewed him. He was my first interview. Like, for no bullshit. He was my first interview for my channel. He got everything started, man. Yo, so what I wanted to get into tonight is I was released Friday the 13th in 2023, and my journey has been so crazy that, like, I feel like sharing it is just, it's a given, man. People need to hear this story because so many people have gone through the same thing, man, and a lot of people might be able to learn a little something from my mistakes, dude. Like, I got out. Oh, hell yeah, Jason Potter, bro. Jay, what up, man? Jason, what's going on, player? Man, I haven't seen you in a long time, dude. Yeah, man. So I got out 2023. The first thing I did, bro, was move to Connecticut. I moved in with some people that was like, oh, we got a place for you, and we're gonna let you live, and everything's gonna be good, and all that. And then I moved down there. I was living there for a little while, and then 3 months into it, they're like, oh, the landlord came and said that, they see me living there, and I had to go and all that, man. And so I moved into a friggin' hotel. So I moved into a hotel, and I lived there for about maybe 5 months with my girlfriend, and she really just, she held me together for a little while, and then, because we were together all the time, neither one of us had jobs yet, so the friction was real bad. We were just bumping heads. When you're with somebody all the time like that, every day, all day, and you guys never really separate. Yeah, Butler, man, tell him I said what's up. Charlestown Butler, that's who you talking about. Yeah, anyways, man. So yeah, I got out, and when everything went south with her, bro, it was like, she tried to take her own life in my bathroom after a big argument that we had, and she really nearly almost did, man. When they got there, she was almost dead, and that really fucked me up, bro. Like, I can't say like it traumatized me, because I don't even know what traumatized is anymore. I've been so, like, it's been so crazy. My life's been so crazy that trauma is just like another day in the life, man. Like, so it kind of just blends in with everything else. So I don't really feel it the way other people feel it. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. And shit got crazy, bro. And then I ended up getting with this other girl a little while after, and we were doing good, and she was the love of my life, bro. I never met anybody like her. She was the best girl I ever met in my life, and things started grinding up with me and her, and we ended up breaking up, or she thought I was getting with somebody else, and boom, I end up using, bro. I go back to jail for 6 months, and when I was in jail for 6 months, I was facing a life sentence. They told me that they were going to give me the whole thing, never going home. So yeah, I do think about it multiple times a day, brother. You know what I mean? So it's like I thought that I was never going home, bro. When I went into that courtroom, it was they told me I'm never going home. So that feeling in your gut when you're up in the stand and they tell you we have to give you a life sentence, I can't even explain it, bro. Only somebody who's been on trial for murder, I feel like, could understand that. Or someone who's got life parole and they get out and they end up getting rearrested or something like that. Like, that shit is no joke, dude. That's not even something they should be able to play with. You know what I mean? Like, a judge shouldn't even be able to say that unless it's already that time. You know what I mean? Because that fucks you up in the head just as much as anything else. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So I got on my knees, bro. I asked God to come into my life and take this pain away from me and change my heart, bro. And really, it was like a whole skin got shed on me, bro. Like, I literally turned into a new man in a half a second. I could feel a whole type of like different feeling in my body, and my soul, my spirit was like connected, all one piece. You know what I mean? Like, I never felt that way before. I always felt disconnected from what was inside of me. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like detached from what was inside of me because I had like done this to myself. You know what I mean? Like, for so long, I had detached myself from my feelings and from my soul, all that stuff, so I could survive inside prison without going absolutely bonkers. You know what I mean? I couldn't let all that, the little stuff, get into my heart and into my mind, without destroying me. So I left it all behind. I completely turned into a skin person. Like, I felt like I was wearing a skin suit. I was just a mannequin walking around, you know what I mean? With no feelings, no heart. But then when I got on my knees, I prayed, bro. It was like, boom, hit me like a sack of bricks, like right in the face. It was crazy. and from that point forward, everything's been falling in line. Everything. So I've had blessing upon blessing upon blessing. One thing after another has been happening right for me. And the only way that I could possibly explain that is that there is something up above us making things happen for me that, you know, are going to be good for me no matter if I think it's bad. Even going to jail was good for me because I was on a path. I was never going to do this if I stayed with that girl. She consumed me. You know what I mean? Everything in my life was about her. So it was like I was never going to get on here and do this. You know what I mean? I was never going to try to make a difference. I was never going to do any of that. So, you know, end up breaking up with her and then going to jail, even though I was in jail for 6 months, changed my life. And I ended up in a spot where I actually was able to, you know, get on here and start doing this. And, you know, little things happened where I actually realized I can even get on here and do this. You know what I mean? Because before that, I never even knew I could even get on here and do this. So it was like when all this started happening, it was like I felt the passion I never felt before. This is something I enjoy doing, something I love. Jason, salute, bro. That video today was fire, dude. If you guys haven't checked out Jason Sherman's, man, go check him out, dude. He's fire, bro.
Justin, what's up, my dude?
Yeah, bro.
My boy.
Yeah. So, you know, on this political level, right? Anybody been following the Trump and Kamala Harris debate? If you have, let me know in the chat. Who would you rather have in your pocket, right? Would you rather have Trump as president or Kamala Harris? Like, for real, like, I don't know anybody who likes Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? Like,
she's ghetto. She's a little ghetto.
Why do you say that? Like, I never seen that part of her.
I don't know. Like, she'll talk about like her family in the hood a few times. I've just little things I've seen. She's got another side to her, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mess with the ghetto, bro. I love people in the hood. It's just, you know, yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, I think that if Trump was president, we could benefit majorly. Like, not just if there was another candidate, you know, we had choices. If we had other choices, I think I'd still pick Trump because of the way Trump does things. He's straightforward. He does not play around. Like, he will tell you whatever's on his mind. Like, he's that type of person. Like, he's not reading the script.
And I don't think he's in it for like financial gain by any means. You know, he's got tons of money. You know what I mean? He's just kind of a badass, honestly.
Yeah, dude. So, dude said politics is sick, bro. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious, right? Hey. So there's a little thing that I seen Trump. I'm gonna share it with you guys so you can see, bro. This is probably one of the most powerful things I've ever seen Trump say, and that's saying something because I've seen him say the craziest things, dude. Like, and some of the things he says, I just don't agree with, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just. But hold up, look at this.
You can be a dick sometimes.
Watch this shit, dude. This shit is insane, dude. Watch this. Hold up, my fault. I didn't press play.
Left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this? I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. I will declare that any hospital or healthcare provider that participates in the chemical or physical mutilation of minor youth will no longer meet federal health and safety standards for Medicaid and Medicare and will be terminated from the program immediately. Furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. We will also investigate whether Big Pharma or others have illegally marketed hormones and puberty blockers, which are in no way licensed or approved for this use. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations for sex discrimination and the elimination of federal funding. As part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parents' consent. The identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago. Under my leadership, this madness will end. Thank you very much.
It's some sick stuff, man.
Cool. That shit's on point, bro. I really believe that. Like that dude has never spoken the truth more true than that, bro. I'm not even lying. Like, so no kid under 6 years old knows. They still have imaginary friends. Come on. Like, they don't know if they want to be a guy or a girl yet, dude. Come on, dude.
There's so many stories out there that people don't see of the kids who did transition or whatever, and now they regret it. You know, whatever they're doing to their bodies, like kids don't know. You know, when I was a kid, I was like, maybe I'll be a lesbian one day, you know, because I liked a girl. But like back then, if you wanted to be a boy, you were butch. You didn't like throw a dick on, right?
For real.
It's just like kids can't make that decision. Pharmaceutical companies, it's just all money maker, bro. But you know, I personally know people who have pushed this on their child, a lesbian couple. You know, they have a little girl, born a girl, who wanted to be just like her brother. And, you know, she's probably 8 or 9 now, and she goes by a male's name. It's a lesbian couple. I understand, like, you want to support your child as much as possible, but what? As soon as this kid goes through puberty, you're going to push medications on them that will alter their lives forever. That girl's going to grow a beard. You know what I mean? She's probably not going to grow boobs. She's going to have hair all over her body. By the time she's 20, 30, who knows? Like, does she still want to be a dude?
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's the thing is I had a roommate in a sober home, right? After I got, you know, when I first started getting my life back in order and everything, and she was a guy now, right? She cut her boobs off. Where'd you go? She'll be back. So she was a guy. She became a guy. She cut her boobs off, but she still had a vagina. And one night she started like playing with itself and like doing all this weird stuff and like coming on to me. I'm like, dude, you know, just fall back before you embarrass yourself. Basically, I'm not messy. I want to be a little bit more PG on here because I don't want to get too crazy. But that's really like they don't know what they want, bro. In other words, they really just don't know what they want, bro. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. They just don't know what they want yet. But yeah. I mean, what does everybody else think about that, dude? Honestly, like,
Matt, am I back? I disappeared for a minute.
Yeah, I know that.
You can hear me and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good. What about the girls' bathrooms, right? Like they have them going into girls' bathrooms, like dudes going into girls' bathrooms and women going into boys' bathrooms. I mean, I just
as a mother of little girls, like my boys, if they saw a chick in the boys' bathroom or whatever, or like, you know what I mean, they probably wouldn't think twice. But for my little girls, like, why do I have to worry about that in this day and age, that there might be, you know what I mean, like a male in the bathroom with them?
yeah,
you know?
that's weird, dude. I wouldn't want them going in the bathroom with Elsie, and you're like, what the hell?
No, hell no, bro.
Yeah.
My little girls, they're beautiful little girls. You know what I mean? I don't let them do much out of my sight ever, because of how twisted this world is today. You know?
Like, not only do you have to worry about your kid going to school and getting shot, but you also have to worry about them going to school and being like victimized or you know, put in a weird position that maybe they just don't feel comfortable in. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. My son, speaking of the school shootings, dude, my son's school twice now, his high school had the active shooter alarm go off on accident.
What?
So these children are running for their lives. My son's like, dude, I was chicks, girls, it didn't matter. Guys, I'm running for my life. He's like, we really thought there's active shooters.
Yeah.
And then they cleared the place, and there's like 3 students in a closet that never got cleared. So they're calling their parents like, I don't know what's going on. We're stuck in a closet. And they're like, it's been cleared. So the cops like miss these kids.
Yeah. And that could have been the shooter in the
that alone is so traumatizing.
Yeah.
Thinking that your life is in danger, you know?
Yeah, it's just so many different risks that you take when you go to school. But dude said that, Justin said that he thinks 70% the parents. That is 100% on point. If Absolutely. A parent allows their child to do this, maybe even forces it on them, like, oh, I want to be a boy. Okay, boom. You just take your little kid's word for it. Like, oh, I'm going to let him be a boy now, or a girl, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's true. Like, the parents have a responsibility to guide their children to do the right thing, you know what I mean? Or at least set them up for success in some type of way. And that's just not doing it. You know what I mean?
It's sad. Like, a lot of these people who transition, school shooters, all that, like, I just feel like it is the parents' fault. You know what I mean? I haven't been a perfect parent by any means, bro. But I'll tell you what, I cannot excuse my lack of not trying for them. Do you know what I mean? I can't excuse my laziness. There's some things that I don't feel acceptable for myself. You know what I mean? I need to make sure my kids are safe and healthy. And like, I got a redhead, bro. He gets bullied. He's a tough kid, but like, I have to teach him, like, there's a difference between like being violent and protecting yourself. You know what I mean? Doing things out of violence, you know, just to hurt someone, or to protect yourself. You know what I mean? It's a scary world out there today, man. It really is.
Fact, dude. I wouldn't want to have kids going to school. Like, I almost think about like homeschooling my children, like, when I have them, bro. Because like, why take that risk? Like, a kid shouldn't have to go to school and worry about that. First of all, they should have metal detectors. They should have security guards at the door. They should have, like, protect the schools like they're supposed to be protected, bro. You know what I mean? Do what you're supposed to do, bro.
Like, how did homeboy get an AK in his school without anybody noticing?
Yeah,
it's not like the dude with trench coat, like Columbine. You know what I mean? Like, how did this little boy, how did that father okay that after the FBI came to his freaking house?
Word, bro.
Oh, let's buy him a gun for Christmas. He's not allowed, you know, he's not allowed to use them without my supervision.
Yeah.
Bro, this kid's 16 years old. They do a lot when we're not looking.
Word, bro. And that father had an obligation and a responsibility to lock his guns up, especially after his kids started talking about shooting schools up, and the FBI comes to the house talking about, oh, you know, we're investigating your son because he was on a group chat on Discord, you know, talking about killing people, bro. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, no, not just that.
That
father could never sit in front of me and say, like, I love my child. No, the fuck you don't. You didn't give a fuck about that boy. I can tell you right now. You would have protected him. You would have protected others. You know what I mean? I just think as like citizens, it's our responsibility to like make sure we're all right and the people around us are all right.
Like, guns are not the problem. It's it's irresponsible gun owners that are the problem. You know what I mean? I feel like if everybody had guns, then the bad guys would think a whole lot more about going out and doing some crazy shit, because they know that there's going to be other people there ready to take them out. Like, you know what I mean? Immediately, as soon as it starts. Maybe they're suicidal, who knows? But yeah, that's my little take on that. I don't want to get hung up on school shooting and shit like that, but it's a serious issue, bro. It just keeps on happening and happening, dude. You know what I mean? That's why it's serious, bro. You know? It's like, what do we do about it, bro? There's got to be a plan. I mean, they're the United States of America. They have the most intelligent, you know, Homeland Security. Like, they have, you know, just everything that they do it the best, right? So why can't they protect their kids? Simple as that.
Why aren't we protecting our own, man? You know what I mean? That's like insane to me.
Yeah, fact. That's why the father is in prison now and wants protected custody. So the father's going to PC.
Yeah, word. He's gonna be protected. Fact.
And you know what's funny is the kid's gonna gotta be in PC. Like, I wonder if them kids in juvie are beating his ass right now. I mean, dude, the kid got bullied. So what, dude? I got bullied too, bro. I almost got killed, you know, in DYS. But I mean, it wasn't school, but it was gladiator school for sure. You know, different type of school. But like, dude, deal with the bullying, bro. Like, that's what makes you a man. People are gonna get bullied, bro. That's our responsibility too, is to teach your kids like how to deal with bullying. You know what I mean? If we can't let our kids fight, then maybe it's gonna be something like that. Like, these are the little things that we don't think about. Like, we think we're making progress by stopping kids from fighting each other, fist fights and things like that. But I feel like fist fights are a whole lot less dangerous than letting it come to a head where people are bringing guns into school and shooting the people instead. You know what I mean?
I think in this day and age, it's such a cultural thing, like that we see on social media and like rap music. You know what I mean? That these young kids want to be something. You know, even my children have had instances where like they want to fight one-on-one. They don't want to get caught, any of that, right? It doesn't happen like that. Everybody's recording. Everybody has a phone. You know what I mean? No matter what, it can't just be like this thing like back in the day where you just beef it out and then shake hands after. You know what I mean? Be like, whatever, I don't like you. Or whatever it may be. But I think it's scary, dude. Little kids jumping people with knives. They don't know. They don't even know like what they're doing to themselves. They're ruining their own lives.
Yeah, for real. Like, Mr. Freedom, you just said they hold grudges, bro. Kids hold grudges a lot. They do. Like, that's one of the things. Like, they don't have the emotional intelligence of an adult. So what they're doing is they're reacting to it in the only way they know how. And if the parent doesn't teach their child how to deal with these things, then boom, this is what you get. You get dysfunction. And when there's a whole lot of dysfunction going on, right? Dysfunction at school, dysfunction at home. The kid, you know, obviously they're going to be confused. They're not going to know what to do. Like, how does a kid, navigate? You know what I mean? How does a kid get through life without having a proper teacher? You know what I mean? Like, someone to show them how to act and how to deal with these things that when they come at them, you know what I mean? And if they have to fist fight to get it out of their system, bro, kids fist fighting don't really hurt each other like that, bro. It's when you start getting to an adult and you get that man strength and you start, you know what I mean? That's when you start hurting people. And that's when you got to teach a kid, like, you know, this is where you have to stop and become a man and, you know, no more fighting. You know what I mean? That's what happened with me. My parents told me, like, look, you're starting to hurt people. You can't be fighting anymore. I mean,
what's up, B?
Fact. What's up, Bobby, bro? Mr. Freedom. Let's get into this chat. I'm gonna talk to some people in the chat. Trauma, all families involved. Yeah, for real, bro. Bobby, salute. What's up, brother? Hey, what do you think, Bobby? Who do you like, Kamala Harris or Trump? Who do you think could stop this madness, bro? I think if Trump becomes president, like, he could stop these things. I feel like he's smart enough, or he's a dog, he's a boss enough to stop this. You know what I mean? I feel like he's a boss, bro. Trump is a straight up boss. And if there was 5 different candidates, I'd still pick Trump. If people don't like that, I'm sorry. That's just how it is, bro. Trump is an intelligent dude, and people underestimate Trump's abilities. And what it is so many people shit on him. So many people throw dirt on his name and throw salt in the game that we don't even know Trump's true character unless you just look at the man and what he does. You know what I mean? That's how you got to look at life. You look at the man and you judge him by what he does, not by what everybody else says.
Like his mannerisms, everything. That's what people make fun of, how he speaks, all that. But I think we need someone who does have balls, who isn't scared to say stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Trump is a
Politics
dog.
is hard for me because, like, people come at you about politics, bro.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? If my mom was on here, she'd be like, I'm never speaking to you again. You know what I mean?
Yo, I've never seen a political debate like something that's so heated. It's so heated, bro, right? I've never seen a division like this before. And it's like, why do people hate Trump so much? Because I feel like he's done a lot of good. It's the only president who put money in my pocket. I've never gotten a stimulus check from anybody else. And I was in prison, and he made it for people in prison. I could get stuff in prison because you want to know why? People out in the streets are taking care of the people in prison. So if you, if you're struggling out here, the people that you love in prison are going to be struggling in there. You know what I mean? So you have to take care of the people in prison so that the people out here can also use the money, that the little money that they are making, in order to get their lives together and not have to worry about the people in prison that are struggling, not having soap to wash their ass and, a little bit of food at night, because you will starve in that place for real. Like if you don't have food, you're going to be a hungry ass dude, bro.
Bro, I was eating mustard packets at night. 9 o'clock, starving, like straight up eating mustard packets, bro.
What about toilet paper cannolis?
Yeah, right. Damn. I didn't go that far. But...
Yeah, fact, bro. Bobby said, I like Trump, bro. Give the man 4 more years. End of the day, they hate him so much, but he can't do more than 4 anyway. If he loses, he will probably be by the Republican nominee next time anyway. That's true. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Trump gets into office. We got 4 more years. And the last time he was in office, he did his thing. You know what I mean? The economy was booming. People, even though they weren't getting along over politics, at least they could agree with with Trump's policies. Trump's policies were Trump tight. You know what I mean? So if if they couldn't agree with him as a man and what he said, at least they could agree with his policies. And I feel like that's what really matters anyways, is what's happening to us and not what's coming out of his mouth. Because sometimes he does say some ridiculous things. You know what I mean? Like, let's face it, Trump is a little bit wild. He's impulsive. He'll say whatever comes to his mind. But
he's
in a way,
white boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
that's why I kind of like him, is because he will say what's on his mind, and we don't have to guess what he's thinking and think maybe he's deceiving us, because he's just not that.
Let's just look at it this way. What did Biden do? What has he been doing? Where is that guy? You know what I mean? Like, what did he do for 4 years? Like,
dude, Biden is the worst president in history. I'm not even lying.
He's been sleeping, bro.
Yeah.
Like Patrick Star is under a rock somewhere.
Yeah, dude, how about this, right? Not for nothing, but the Democratic Party and the liberals are like super crazy, bro. Dude, turning little kids into boys and girls that aren't boys and girls, right? That's just one of many things, but the gun policies, like they're going super hard on this left. Like it's not like they're just pushing their agenda. They're going super hard where it's weird. You know what I mean? I can understand taking a stance towards the left and try and, push things for both sides of the fence, because there are people who are genuinely gay, right? And I can respect a man that is open about it and is just like, I'm gay and your brother's gay, you know? So it's like, I can respect a man as gay if he's not trying to push it onto me, right? Because at the end of the day, they're just another man. And if they're not coming on, they're not being sexual towards you. They're just another human being, bro, right? They do what they do in their bedroom. They leave it in the bedroom. They don't have to come out in the streets fucking waving their flag in your face and poking it in your back and whatever it is, dude, that they do. But it's just like, there's so many things that they're doing that is so wild. It's just like loopy left, bro, for real, dude. Like, it's so
insane. I support everybody. You know what I mean? If you love a man as a man, that's great. Whatever. You know what I mean? It's not really my thing. My brother's gay. I support him. I love him. But if my brother at 4 years old is like, I want to be a woman because he liked to dress up, I'll tell you what, my father wouldn't be like, yeah, all right, buddy, let's get you some hormones going and let's grow you some boobs so you feel better about yourself. That's mental health, bro. That's mental health disorder. And that's where it all starts with. That's why it all comes back full circle to the parents. Like, I get it. We're very much a product of our environment, right? But as parents, we need to do better. If our kids are growing up addressing their feelings, learning how to feel their feelings, dealing with it, right? They wouldn't, have all these crazy thoughts if they talked about it. You know what I mean? And a lot of kids are so scared to talk about it, they'll go online, start looking shit up. You know what I mean? And they're not seeing the bad part. They're seeing all the good that's being pushed on you.
Word. It's a manipulated. Crazy. Yeah, it's a manipulated.
It's so
the narrative is manipulated. Yeah, it's a manipulated narrative, bro. Like they for real, they are dominating the narrative because most of the media is left. You know what I mean? The only media that's right is Fox, and they're going super hard to the right, and these are going super hard to the left. So that's where you get the division. Instead of trying to meet in the middle and agree on certain things where we can get along and actually get things done and not get stuck in the House of Representatives or trying to pass a bill that can't get passed and it gets deadlocked and we're sitting in America, everybody else is suffering, but they're living decent, dude. Like that's the problem. That's the issue here, dude. Let me say hi to people in the chat. Fucking
Thunder,
Tommy Thunder, bro. Thunder Gang, stand up. You know what time it is, bro. Bobby, bro, Mr. Freedom, Victoria, hello. I obviously things been grinding along a little slow between us, but I have nothing but love for you and my brother. That's my brother's wife, by the way, guys. Victoria. She's a great woman.
Shout out to your bro.
Yeah, my brother's
and his wife.
Yeah, fact, bro. I'm going to put this banner up right here on the ticker so you can see at the bottom if you guys want to help him out or do whatever,
Good stuff.
Dude, Tommy's doing his thing, bro, right? Tommy's got his own promotion channel, right? So he's promoting other people's channels hard, right? And he promotes my channel super hard, which is, I love it, bro. Tommy's the dog, bro. Like
he is. I always see Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy's awesome, bro. He's, what I told him? He sounds like Hank Hill. I call him Tommy Hill. That's what his voice sounds like. He sounds like
Is he a propane salesman?
Yeah. Man, dude. Yeah, right. Yo, so
who's that guy? Citizen,
right? Yeah, Citizen, dude. You're not a citizen, bro.
That's not man's.
Yeah, it is, bro. Mikey's a great dude, bro. He's been there supporting me all the time, dude. And I can't say nothing bad about him, bro. He's my dog, bro. Tommy, yes, dude. Yeah, you like that, Tommy?
Justin.
It's all right, bro.
My dad would be freaked out, bro. He was a little freaked out that my brother was gay in the first place. Yeah. I come from a long line of biker alcoholics,
Yeah. What'd your dad think about that?
He loves his son, you know what I mean? But there's definitely been times, and it's like, I'm ashamed of it, honestly, that he's like, don't tell my club, like, that I have a gay son. And it's like, don't be ashamed of it, bro. Like, it is what it is. It's not your fault he's gay. He's just gay. You know what I mean? But he loves his son. He supports his son. You know what I mean? I think, my dad believes that just like me, it takes a man and a woman to make a child. And that's why there are men and women.
Yeah, fact. Hey, Mikey, what do you mean by that? He said, who are you talking about? Hey, Maddie, I was told you, he said, fucking keep your head up. Who are you talking about, Mikey?
Oh, maybe John. Your boy?
Yes, he just said something. I just don't understand who he's talking about. He said he and they. I don't know who he and they are. But yeah, I mean, he might go to heaven, bro. You never know. Like, who are we to say what we know, what God's thinking? That's what I don't get, right? So maybe. Oh, Butler. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, Butler. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tell him I said what's up, man. I mean, won't get into that. I mean, are we talking about Butler from Charlestown? Which Butler are we talking about here?
He, they, them, she.
Yeah. That's what they do. That it's like in every little thing you sign up for online. It's like, do you want to put your pronouns on there? It's like, no, I'm a male or a female, but you have all these other things like subsections of people.
It's so hard to keep it right, too. I worked with a they, them, who was a boy, like clearly a man, But like every time I went to talk, and he had like they had a manlier name, but see how hard that is? Every time you're like, oh, he's got the something, or like, it's just so hard, man, to keep it straight and not like upset someone in the world. Like, clearly you're a dude.
Yeah, everything you say could possibly be offensive to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I just have a thing right now where it's like, I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to say how I feel. And if anybody doesn't like it, they know what to do, bro. You know what I mean? Like, simple as that. I am who I am. I believe what I believe in, and I believe it for a good reason. I'm not a stupid dude, right? I think deeply into mostly everything. I'm very understanding. I completely put myself in someone else's shoes at some points. I mean, I can't possibly put myself in a gay person's shoes. I'm not gay, but I can see if somebody was and they were feeling like they were prosecuted in some way and they couldn't change it. Like, who am I to say like that's right or wrong? I don't know what it is in God's eyes. I just know what I am. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna go do that shit. But at the same time, it's like if they do it, it's fine with me. I don't care. Like, do what you do. This is life.
It was explained to me by someone who's a Christian. You know, God doesn't hate your brother; He hates his sin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's hard for me to like accept as his sister who loves him dearly. You know what I mean? To be like, you know, because my brother's gay, he's never gonna go to heaven or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up with really strong religious beliefs, though. Like, I'm a very spiritual person, absolutely. But it's that type of shit's hard to hear. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you're so closely connected to it, you know. Because my brother, I can tell you this. I have 5 siblings. 3 of us are addicts. 2 of us are clean right now. But 2 of them aren't addicts. You know what I mean? One's gay, and he's probably the best one out of all of us, man. You know what I mean? He does good in life. He's a good person, just good person. You know, he loves people and he tries to help people and like pays his bills. He's a normal citizen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, cause he loves someone, like, you know what I mean? That's hard for me to accept sometimes, but
yeah. Get this.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a little different with dudes, though.
Yeah, it's a little different, bro. I feel like lesbians are cool and like.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
They are. Like, girls are hot. Girls are fun to have fun with. You know what I mean? I never say like, oh, I'm gay. I have like almost fallen in love with a woman once and totally got dissed by her, and I was like a little heartbroken, man.
For real?
And it was weird.
Yo.
Like, I felt weird. Like, this is weird. I have feelings for another woman. Like, this is weird.
Let's talk about that. Yeah. How did this all start?
Yeah, that bitch was like, oh no. I was in treatment, man. I think I was just feeling my feelings. No, but I love this girl's personality. Like, I liked everything about her, and like, she liked me back a little bit, but I don't think she was like a lesbian or anything. So like, I told her my feelings, and she started fucking my boyfriend at the time. So it's just like, I getted it. Like, whatever, you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? She ended up being a piece of shit, but it was weird. Like, I was feeling away.
Yeah.
I was butthurt, bro.
So you had a boyfriend and
yeah,
you were in love with this girl and she started banging your boyfriend.
Yeah.
What? And you were hard. Yo, that's crazy. Huh? That's a little love triangle thing going on, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you still talk to this girl?
No, I haven't. that was like 2008, man. Like, that was a long time ago. But girls are fun.
Yeah.
I got a man. Yeah. He's a good man, bro. You know?
Tommy said you should add a threesome to it, right? If you're in love with her and him, why not, right?
Didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
She was a hoe.
Yeah. They were both hoes, right?
Yeah, bro.
Little hoes.
Yeah.
Yo, so
X, you know?
Yeah. Yo, Mikey said, haha, yo, you know he's pissed right now, right?
No, he's not. He's been waiting for this. Like, when is she gonna bring one home?
Yeah. Yo, so there's another big thing going on right now, right? Dude, the Super Bowl, right? So Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar having a big beef, right, over the Super Bowl. and it's in Louisiana, right? Isn't it Louisiana? That's where Lil Wayne's from.
New Orleans, yeah,
New
Louisiana.
Orleans, right? Yeah,
Yep.
the Super Bowl's in New Orleans, right? And Lil Wayne is beefing with Kendrick over this, man. And I feel like Lil Wayne should be in that halftime Super Bowl thing because he's not. I think he's a dog, bro. I love him.
He's sad, man. I listened to it on the radio this morning, Jam 94.5, and they were like making fun of him. They're like, dude's literally sitting in a chair looking sad. And I get it though. That's his town, dude. Like, that's him. Out of everybody, and like Lil Wayne's Lil Wayne, bro. He's good. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I would be butthurt too, but he even said like I listened to the whole thing. He's like, I'm sad about this because I put these expectations on myself.
Word.
I had expectations that like it's gonna be me, and he just put himself on that pedestal and like he didn't get it. He's sad. He sounded sad, like talking all like, yeah, man, I just don't understand, dude. Like, I just can't believe I put these expectations on myself. Like, they just passed it up.
Dude,
and it's because of all the beef that's going on with Kendrick Lamar right now and Drake and everyone. I feel like Kendrick's good, obviously, but I think he was just shitty, man. It's kind of shitty to do.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Lil Wayne, dude, it's his city, right? And not only that, but he's an OG. You know what I mean? I feel like Kendrick's already been in the Super Bowl twice now, right? He's played the halftime show twice, but Jay-Z's got control over it. So Jay-Z, that's his little butt buddy, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Drake and all them, right? All that weird shit with Drake, the pedophile stuff, and it's like they're all connected. This is all like this big weird beef, bro, right? And that's a major payday for whoever plays in the halftime. You know what I mean? That's a big payday. So it's like it's a real legit thing. Like and it's not for nothing. It's legendary. It's like the halftime show is like the biggest show in the country, period, maybe the world.
Well, my hopes is that Kendrick has some, integrity and invites his buddy up, because it's just shitty, man. It is. It's all to get more likes, more love, more people watching,
Word, bro. Word.
And I'll tell you what, I'd watch it. I'd be more apt to watch it if Lil Wayne did it in his own town.
Yeah, fact. I think he's a better performer.
Those have been his streets since he was a little boy, man. Fact. He's been running those streets since he was a little boy. Katrina, all that. You know what I mean? He survived all that shit. Gangbanging and shit. And
yeah, fact. I feel like Boosie would be a badass. Lil Boosie. If he did the halftime show, he would be badass in that shit, bro. Yeah, and they are speaking up for him. There's so much support for Weezy, bro. Like, so all these different people are chiming in, talking about this is wrong because Jay-Z picked Drake over Lil Wayne because he's got control over it, and that's his little fucking fling. But like, at the end of the day, it comes down to money, dude, right? Like, who's gonna make more money? I think that Lil Wayne would make him way more money. Tell you the truth.
I think you just put on a better show, honestly, as well. Kendrick's good, but he's very political. He's very, I don't know.
That whole beef, like when they started that beef, it started in March of what? March of last year or something like that?
This year.
March of this year. So March 22nd all the way until May 4th or something like that. They were going back and forth, song for song, song for song. And there was another dude involved. Who was the other dude involved in that shit?
J. Cole was involved with it.
Yeah.
I think how it started is like J. Cole and Kendrick, I think. I don't know. I could be misinformed, but then J. Cole apologized. And then it went Drake, Kendrick, Drake. But I also think was it Future? Was it Future? Metro Boomin or something like that?
Yeah, Metro Boomin.
I think he was a part of it. I don't know.
Yeah, Justin said you don't fuck with Kendrick, bro. I don't really listen to Kendrick much either, bro. But I've been listening to Lil Wayne since I was a little kid, bro. You know what I mean? Like he's that dude, bro. And he says like every time he goes in the studio, it's whatever he feels, and it comes right to his. And they're trying to say like because he doesn't know his lyrics, like he doesn't write them down first. He has like a stenographer type them out as he's rapping. Because he's like
that's dope. Because he's a poet, bro. He's a natural. Comes to him naturally. He's not a writer. He's a speaker. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, dude. He's a straight beast, bro.
Kendrick's probably writing it down, scribbling it out. New line. Who's gonna like this line? You know what I mean? I think it's like a very thought out process. People,
So
I don't know.
this dude said, off topic, Monica or Remy Ma, who is more tougher?
Over Monica from the 90s?
Yeah.
Like Boy Is Mine Monica? Or Remy Ma?
I think Remy Ma is tougher, bro.
Remy Ma,
Ma's
for
a beast.
sure, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Remy Ma's a dog. She got caught with a gun, dude. I think she shot someone in the leg, didn't she?
I don't know.
She went to jail for 5 years.
All those like 90 rappers chicks are hard, man.
Gangster.
Yeah, and they're gangster.
Hell yeah. I think they beat out the new age ones for sure.
Oh,
like
for sure.
Yeah.
Nicki's good. Nicki's good.
But she ain't gangster like that though. I don't think she's gangster.
She ain't gangster. Not like that. And they just rapped about some raunchy shit back in the day. You know what I mean? Gave no fucks. I was like 9 years old banging out in my kitchen, like, you know what I mean? To some dirty songs. For my whole family. It's just what it was. They didn't care.
But you don't think that the new age music is a little bit more raunchy than that? I mean, I feel like that's all they rap about now is pussy, shaking their ass.
Yeah, no, it is.
I feel like it's pushing an agenda, dude. Like, I don't want my daughter listening to that shit, dude. For real, bro.
No, absolutely not.
Dude, it turns him into a little hoe.
Foxy Brown, ooh,
hell yeah, Foxy Brown. She is a real one, bro. See, all the '90s women were
Mary
bad.
J.
And they were
Foxy
sexy.
Brown.
They were sexy.
Wasn't Monica a singer? Yes, she's savage.
Yeah, she was. She
did marry Papoose. I love J. Cole as well, Justin.
Yeah, J. Cole's a dog, bro. J. Cole's beast with it. I mean, I came out to J. Cole.
Yeah.
The drill music scene, right, is ruining America. Period.
It is. And I get it, like, but you rap about the ops and talk shit enough, like, it's happening in our city, bro. People are just dropping, you know what I mean? People are dropping people. Not only are they ruining their lives, but they're ruining that person's lives and everybody around them, you know?
Facts.
And it's just a ripple effect, man. You know, retaliate, Missy Elliott, let's go.
Yo, remember that shit? Flip it, then reverse it. I don't even know what she says. You're flipping, nipping, flying, yeah. You're flipping, nipping, flying, yeah.
Yep, that's what she says, bro.
What does that mean, dude? I don't know what that means. It's supposed to be like backwards or something like that.
I think it's supposed to sound like the
scratch disc?
Yeah, like.
Nah, she's saying something backwards. I think she's saying something backwards.
She probably is. We should ask Siri, bro.
Some freaky shit. Someone ask Siri what Missy Elliott was saying backwards, bro. Please. Because I need to know this, bro. It's going to bother me. Please. Top record labels own big percentages in all the prisons. Yo, that is a crazy topic, bro. Crazy fucking conspiracy. These record labels, right, have invested in all these huge prison corporations, dude. Imagine that, dude. So these dudes, all gangster rappers, talk about how they hate prison, this, that, and the other thing, and they own prisons. Like, what, dude? That is insane. And if anybody's watching, you should look into that, bro. I'm gonna look into it. I might do a video on it because it's just
probably because all their boys are in prisons. No, I don't know. I know nothing about that.
No, it's a fact. I looked into it, bro. I've been looking into it a little bit because I was thinking about doing a video, but I feel like there's a few people that already did it. So I don't want to, chop into something. Like, I felt like I did the E3 video because nobody did. There was only one other video at the time that I did it. And I feel like I said the things that should have been said. And I did the right thing by it. I know the family was a little mad at Jason Tremens for doing it. I respect the fact that he took it down. If the family
did it so well, though. He had no disrespect. You know what I mean? He watches what he says.
Yeah.
He does. He wants to respect the people and the shit he's putting out there.
Yeah.
It's his name, just like you, Maddie.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly,
it's a learning thing. You learn as you go. Not everything. I say shit sideways all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what the thing is that I put my heart and soul into every single video that I do. So if I don't feel like it's fire, I don't want to put it out because I feel like every video should be better than the last. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel.
I feel like every day we should be better than yesterday. You know what I mean? So, you're killing it, Maddie.
Yeah,
Tell
man.
you what, you got like integrity, and I know like your heart's in it. Bob Barker, bro.
Yeah,
All
Bob
about
Barker,
Bob
bro. Hell
Barker.
yeah. He owns the sneakers, bro. Bob Barker's, bro. I rock
He
the Bob
makes
Barker.
some nasty soap, bro. Bob Barker makes everything.
Yeah, dude, his name is on all that shit. But you know what I heard? It's not that Bob Barker. I think it's a different Bob Barker. Like it's not like the actual like Bob Barker who beat up dude on that movie.
The price is wrong, bitch.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Happy Gilmore, dude. That was a good movie.
Yo,
we're both
absolutely, Jason, bro. Salute to Jason, bro. Jason's a dog, bro. I love Jason, bro. His videos are so awesome. Hell
they are. They're great.
Yo, dude, you know what's crazy is that when those private prison corporations, I feel like are like they don't take care of the people inside of the jails. Like they don't look after their people. I feel like they just want to make the money and put as little back into it as possible so they can put as much back into their pocket. But the thing is that in state prisons, like state jails and prisons, like owned by, you know, the state and the government, they have the funds, but they don't use it as well. Like I feel like they're almost on the same level. Like they should be using way more. Like in Shirley Max, for instance, right? They have like these beat up basketballs. They have like rusty old trash fucking weights and stuff like that get broken. They never fix it, and they're getting all this money to put you know, gym equipment and programs and things like that into the prison. But where are they? What are they doing with it? Where's that money going?
I'll tell you what, when I was in county, right, I went, they had like they had some schooling and stuff. I did a GED preparation class, and I was told I couldn't do it because they didn't have enough people. I'm like, there's 4 of us who want to do it. You can't do it with the 4 of us? Nope, we need more people who want to get the GED. And I'm like, that's bullshit, bro. That's such bullshit. You know what I mean? We didn't have anything. We didn't have anything to work out with. We had basketball, you know what I mean? But it's like, especially where I was in Barnstable County, that's probably billions of dollars to build that place. It's a maximum security county jail, bro.
Dude, they are so bad there, bro. Bad.
I'll tell you what, my brother was on the clinic, went in there. They fucked up his paperwork, was claiming he wasn't on the clinic. They strapped him in a chair for 5 days. There's no video of it. They strapped him 4-point restraints in a chair for 5 days naked. And
5 days?
Let him stake it out, bro. Said he was a danger to himself and stuff. He wasn't. He was dope sick. You know what I mean? He's kicking methadone. And they tied him. They just restrained him in the room and left him. He's like, I was supposed to have every hour either arm or a leg off. He's like, nope, they kept me strapped.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, they do the rec. That's like when they come in and they let your arm go for 6 inches so you can move back and forth.
Yep.
Your shoulders burn because they pull your shoulders back like that and they put a helmet on your head. So your head's heavy and your neck hurts, but there's no back on the neck for the chair. So the chair stops right below your shoulders. And so that way they can put your arms over the back of the chair and pull your arms like that over the back, and they tighten up real tight. So your arms are like hooked into the chair basically. And like you're fucking, dude, that shit hurts. After a little while, your shoulders become so raw. It sucks, dude. I hate it.
I remember one time I was being an asshole. Contraband watch.
Yo,
there's my bro right there.
That's Ethan. That's your brother?
That's my brother, man. I love you, bro. You got this, buddy. You're a fucking dog.
He's turning himself in tonight, right?
Tomorrow.
Well,
he wants to stop buying to the kids before he does, but yeah.
Ethan, good luck with that, brother. Man,
Contraband watch, he says.
Yo, it's crazy because he's doing the right thing for himself. I feel like they should give you a little bit of leeway when you do that. You know what I mean? Like they should
I think they should. I'm hoping they do. You know what I mean? It's a different circumstance when you run. But when you show up and suit up and say, hey, I'm here to face this, I think they should, man. You know what I mean? That shows something.
Hell yeah.
That shows he's got heart, man. You know?
Johnny Howlett turned himself in today, too. Yeah, you know what? Methadone, Suboxone thing, that's a real controversial debate. Yo, I'm gonna tell you guys something because we're real deep into this, and I don't think anybody else will see it, but the guys here can see it. I was in a video today. Grace, should I tell him?
Yeah, bro, tell him.
So I literally was in the biggest podcast in the country, right? Tommy G. If anybody knows about Tommy G, right? This dude is a boss. Go to his channel, type in Tommy G. Don't do it right now because I want you guys to stay here and watch me, right? Hit the hearts, by the way. Hit those hearts for me so that way I boost it in the algorithm and shit. But dude, this dude's a boss, right? I was on Mass Ave. They're doing a video about methadone mile. So this dude goes all over the country and does these videos about the worst places in the country. Like he'll walk right up in the hood and walk up to like the illest gangsters in there, dude, right? Like toting guns, have the guns on camera. He does it all, right?
Yeah.
With no security. He just goes in there with him and his cameraman, right?
We saw him today in the thick of it, man.
Bro,
you know?
Yeah, bro. Me, Exit Fame, and Tommy G. We were on Methadone Mile filming. I'm gonna be in a huge podcast, and when that happens, you guys are gonna see your boy blow. So everybody who's been following me and holding me down, bro, good looks, bro. And you guys are about to get paid off, bro, because everybody who follows me, man, you're gonna see your boy blow. That's all I gotta say. But dude, methadone on that topic alone, I'm on methadone, right? But I'm coming off it because I feel like I hit a point in my life where it is detrimental to me. You know what I mean? It's not helping me anymore. I feel like it's making me tired now because it wears off before the end of the night. And then when I get to the clinic in the morning, I'm a little sick because I keep on coming down. So like I haven't been sleeping as good. I think you guys probably notice on here, like you'll see me look real tired and shit. It's because I'm coming off methadone. I don't tell people about it because I feel like it's not something that I should brag about because other people who are on methadone and it is helping them, I don't want to down them. I feel like if it's going to save your life, do it because it's a whole lot better than dying on Mass Ave.
I think back in the day, it was looked at as such a thing that like you're getting high, right? But there's such a different view on it. I think today it's so much more acceptable because fact of the matter is people who can't stay clean are just dying. You're just going to die, right? So why not try to stabilize them a little bit, you know, beginning your recovery if you're using it right. And don't get me wrong, like I've been on those MATs and abused them. But if you're in the right mindset, if you want to recover, you know, be in recovery and you need this, just so for the first year or whatever, you don't go out there and kill yourself, basically. Why the hell not, man?
Word, bro. I mean, it is such a lifesaver to certain people, bro. I'm not like, and in Mr. Freedom, bro, don't get it wrong. I don't take nothing that you guys say in the chat personally, unless it's like, I hate your channel, you suck, maybe. Because I put so much heart into this shit that I feel like, you know, none of my videos are gonna truly suck, bro, right? Because it's me. It's who I am. I'm speaking my heart. I make sure that you guys aren't gonna be bored to death, you know. But I am coming down on my methadone, bro, and it's like it does affect me. It affects my life. Affects my planning. Affects my thinking. It's right for me right now. So when I get to a certain level, I'm gonna start microdosing on Suboxone, come off on Suboxone, and then slowly come down because the kick from methadone is so hard. Even if you get down to 10 milligrams and you come off at like 3 or whatever it is, bro, it's still gonna be fucked up.
You know, I was at a high dose of high dose of methadone at one point, and I didn't use anything else, right? I didn't even smoke pot or anything. Like I felt clean, you know, quote unquote clean. And when I started coming down, I came down really slow. I successfully got off the clinic, right? And everybody's like, how'd you do it? And I really did it slow and I really wanted it, you know? But when I came down to what the quote unquote therapeutic dose, 40, maybe 60 milligrams at the most, my mind was clear. You know what I mean? Like I felt good. I realized I was like, wow, I've been living under a rock and I've been definitely impaired for the last 4 years. Word. You know what I mean? And it's to make you, you know, level because when we're using it, we're getting, you know, spikes of whatever. energy, whatever. And then when we stop, you know, we're all fucked up. We're all over the place. So it's trying to get you to feel like an even keel throughout the day. But, you know, you see people on methadone fucking
trapped. Yeah,
rock.
trapped. I feel like if you get to that point, you're on a way too high dose, and you're just doing it to get high.
And people are doing it because they know they don't want to shoot dope and die, right? But they're using other drugs along with it to get high, you know?
And that's true, because that's true too, Mr. Freedom, right?
Yep.
I go to the clinic.
Absolutely.
I go to the clinic and I see people selling drugs out there. I see people getting high. Every single person in the line with me is living on the streets. And then there's those little people sprinkled in between that are changing their lives. You know what I mean? So it does give it a bad name. It gives it a terrible name, right?
It does.
But there is those people in that line that are changing their fucking lives, like me. I'm doing everything I can to make my life better.
I'll tell you what, it got me off opiates. And I haven't had to use opiates since. That doesn't mean I didn't pick up other substances, but it got me clean off opiates, and I've stayed off opiates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the way I used opiates since I was young, I was on a death mission. Not that I wanted to die, but that's how I used. That's how I ran. I didn't give a crap about nobody, not even my own kids. You know what I mean? That drug had such a hold on me. And I had to get on the clinic for 5 years, and I successfully got off of it. And, like, I did realize I was at a higher dose than I ever needed to be. You know, I was definitely impaired from it. But once I came down, like I said, to that therapeutic dose, and I had that clarity, you know, I was able to walk off and live a normal life, man. And that's why I said, like, with MAT, I think you really need to be in the right mindset. Like, you want to recover. This isn't a forever thing. You know, it shouldn't be. It should be monitored. Like, okay, you're trying to get off drugs. You know, you're going to be for 6 months on this dose. And then we're going to work on getting you down. You know what I mean?
There used to be like a maintenance program. And then on the other hand, there was like a taper program.
Yep.
And like you had to commit to certain things to get into the taper program, right? I mean, the maintenance program. So now it's like you just go in and you're like automatically on maintenance, I think. But I think it's because it's so dangerous on the streets that they're just like, whatever, we'll put them on anything just to get them off that. But it's like they're not leaving the streets. They're just doing it so they're not high. You know what I mean?
Money maker. I'll tell you what. I went on Sublocade for a while. You know, I messed up for a little bit. I fell off for a little bit, but you know, I had almost 3 years in recovery. I was on Suboxone for that first year. I switched to Sublocade. They got me set up with a psych, a therapist, doing great. I decided I'm going to walk off my Sublocade. It's time. Once I told those people I wasn't going to go get their shot anymore, they said, well, see ya. You know, you're no longer coming to therapy. You can no longer use our psych. It's all money, bro. It's such a money maker, you know, and it's sad. Like, that's why I feel like with the prison systems, like, if we put more money into that, reintegration, teaching people how to live, have life skills, have life skills.
Word.
You know what I mean? You know, I've watched my brother. My brother told me today, not to throw you out there, bro, but I love you, so I'm going to. My brother told me today, you know, I got to go in because I need clarity. I need to be me again. And he knows when he's in jail and he's not using and he's making the right decisions, he's got a scheduled day. You know what I mean? He's used since he was a young kid. He's never learned those life skills, you know, and then he gets out and, you know, gets thrown in the real world and there's no one there, you know, and it is hard to ask for help. You know what I mean? But it's sad. So many people are institutionalized and they're not getting the help. Like, they really have to advocate for themselves in there to get the help they deserve. And it's just not fair. It's really not.
What do you mean you use shit from 12 years ago and they use it against you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kensington, bro. If you look at my camera's being a little weird right now. I'm sorry about that.
Is Kensington in Philly?
Yeah, Kensington's in Philly. Yep.
I just saw a girl from Philly in a meeting, and the necrosis scars on her arms from shooting fatty, man. Her arm, she looked like a burn victim. She really did. And it's bad out there, I heard. It's wicked bad.
Yo, I'm gonna have to change my fucking camera. This thing's being weird. Kensington's probably just like Mass Ave. If you really look at it, like Kensington and Mass Ave have a lot of similarities, but I feel like Mass Ave might be a little bit worse. And even Tommy G was like, "Yo, this is bad out here, bro." Like there was a dude walking by us, and he had a rock in his hand, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing with that rock?" He's like, "Oh, just in case, you know, because this is how it is out there." And it's like if you go in certain parts of Mass Ave, it's a lot worse.
People don't hear the true stories.
Yeah.
People get murdered out there. There's women being taken. People disappear. There's shit going down that people don't talk about because they don't care about those people. And it's sad, and that's why they're all together. Their community. You know what I mean? And I understand that. When you have nothing, you lean on other people. And that's why they all come together, bro, you know? And it's just sad because you get stuck out there, and it's hard to get out. You don't have the positivity around you. You don't have anybody saying, bro, like, you're a mess. You need to go in. You need help. They're just all okaying each other, doing shit together.
Bro, they talk about each other like they're family, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this girl, like my mother's friend's daughter was out there, and they called me like, Maddie, she's missing. Like, we haven't heard from her in days. We're worried about it. Can you go out there and look? I went out there for fucking 7 hours, dude. Word, nonstop. I went around showing her picture to all these people. No one would give me like tell me where she was, right? And I respect that, right? But obviously, I'm not looking forward to hurt her, bro. And that's what they were, you know, protecting her from, like, people that heard it because they know I'm not a cop. But she was in a detox. But, you know, that's the thing, right? Like, people really do go missing out there. So when you do it, it's like you can't even find them. I did a video. Remember the video? I went out there and this dude's like, "Yo, you could go missing out here real quick, motherfucker." Remember that?
Yeah.
It was like 2 seconds into the video. He said that, dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I went to jail on 100 milligrams, right? I went to jail on 100 milligrams before they ever had the clinic in there. And I was in a rubber room. I was kicking benzos, methadone, and benzos, methadone, and then I was coming off of other things too, like psychiatric pills that they wouldn't give me. And I maybe shouldn't have been on all those different pills because I didn't need to be on them. You know what I mean? I was just on them because I wanted to get high. And they were just kicking them out to me. And I like that's what they do in prisons. They get you hooked on all these pills. They put you on them. Like my last bit, anyways. Now they tighten up the wrench on that shit. Like they don't give out pills at all. It's hard to get pills. But during double bunking, they were kicking them out, giving everybody Adderall, Klonopins, Neurons, whatever they wanted, right? And
Does it keep them quiet? What is it?
It was to nullify people. It was like to, you know, settle them
down a little bit.
Yeah, because it was going wild. The double bunking was riots every day. There was everyday riots and people fighting each other over the double bunk. So they're like, you know what, just give them pills, throw pills at them and see what happens, you know, calm them down, let them fight over pills and stuff like that, whatever they did. And, you know, people were stabbing each other over one Wellbutrin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get drunk and beamed out. And you're like, you owe me a Wellbutrin, bro. And they'll stab you over that shit, bro. And it gets crazy. But it's like then you get out and you have this like tendency to work the doctors. You know how to work them. Because that's all I did in there was I figured out ways to manipulate the doctors. So I'm very good at it. Right?
Absolutely.
Like, you know, I'm doing that to the people out here, flipping everything in the office until they just want to get me out of there, you know, touching all this stuff on their desk, breaking stuff. And they're like, what do you want? Like, get out of here. And I was like, you know, just doing all this crazy shit. And they just give me whatever the fuck I want. Bro. They think I'm nuts. And I'm not, you know, I'm doing it on purpose. I'm putting on an act. And that's the thing is like doctors, they can see that and they still give it to you because they just don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't care if you get addicted. They don't care if you're out there, you know, fucking around your life. You know what I mean? And it sent me on a spiral, bro. Like I was the Adderall and all that stuff, not sleeping well. Like you end up, you know, using other drugs. You know what I mean? Like it just sends you into a different path. Like you're like, oh, I could use this. I get high, get high, get high. Getting high is just getting high. Doesn't matter what you're getting high on.
Right.
You know? So
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean? Yo, that's funny. The chat.
Wellies.
Wellies.
Wellies, bro. I was addicted to Wellbutrin severely. And, you know, you guys know my struggle with that, right? I mean, my friends do. Like, this was such a bad addiction. I couldn't stop, and I didn't realize I was addicted to them until I wanted to stop. And then it became like a stain on my soul, bro. I felt like I was losing my connection with God because I was, destroying my body, and like that's just not what God wants for you, bro. He wants you to be clean, and your body's a temple, all that stuff. But it was so hard for me to stop getting high in Wellbutrin, bro. Like,
I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. It
I
was
know
hard.
what it's like when like that one thing has a grip on you, man, and you just can't stop. It doesn't matter how much you want it, man. It's like you have to find a way to separate yourself, and I personally, when I have to separate myself from a drink or a drug, I have to go away. I have to put myself away, and you beasted that, bro.
Yeah, bro. I try, bro. Like, this is the thing, is like, I know that my life, I have very little time left to change. And I don't have an opportunity to do one thing wrong, because if I even get a dirty urine, bye-bye forever. You know what I mean? That's me gone. And that's a reality for me today. I do not have freedom yet. I have 4 or 3 more years of probation with a life sentence hanging over my head. And if I fuck up, they will not hesitate to take my life away. And that right there is pressure. It adds pressure to my life I don't need, right? Because I am doing the right thing. And I feel like I'm old enough now to be able to stop on my own, bro. Like, I don't need probation to do this for me. They're not really, they trust me now, I think, because I've been doing so well, and my probation officer like works with me. She's not works with me like that. Like, there's no funny shit going on. I've never been funny in my life. It's just, she knows I'm doing good, so she gives me breaks. Like, if I miss an appointment because I got ADHD, she's like, just come in tomorrow or come in whenever, bro. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's not like gonna ruin my life if I fuck up a little bit one time, like it would in Fall River. Because Fall River probation, they want to take your life away. They don't give a fuck. They suck. Fall River's the worst probation in the fucking world, bro. I hate it, dude.
Luckily, I haven't had to deal with Fall River.
Yo, for real. Everybody who hasn't dealt with Fall River is lucky they haven't dealt with Fall River, bro.
I had terrible probation. I've had good probation officers, and I've had fucking terrible ones. I got held once. And the judge asked me, and it was probation's idea. They were like, "Yep, we're surrendering her." Blah blah blah. And the judge says, "You have anything to say?" I said, "Yes, I want the right to my attorney." They said, "Yeah, see you next week when you come back to drug court." Dude, my probation officer was fired for that.
Fired for what?
Dude, she surrendered me, and I asked for my right to an attorney, and they said no.
What?
Come back next. Yep, they brought me to Barnesville next Friday. I got brought in for drug court, and my attorney was there. But they didn't even, like, I want my right to an attorney. They're like, nope, going to jail, man. It's not right. It's not right. I had no way to represent myself, anything. It's just like, see ya.
So why did you go to jail? What was the charge?
I had a lot of check charges. Every check was like forgery of a check, uttering a false note. What else? Forgery of a check. Oh, larceny over. And I was just hitting bank. Basically, I was an employee for a tree company.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, tree company. And I just hit every bank up and down daily. I'm writing them out 1,225 cents, like stupid numbers, bro. As long as it was over $1,000, I didn't care. And I knew, like, in that active addiction, as long as I didn't get caught today, I'd be dancing. Every bank I hit, I'd be like, yeah, I got the money, let's roll. Hit the next bank, I was a nut, bro.
It's kind of like a high, right? Getting that money.
Yeah, dude. Like, they're talking about stealing on K-pins, bro. You don't even want to know.
Yeah, I do.
Like, hello, sir. Walking by fucking security guards and shit.
Yeah, because you have no fear. Yeah, it takes away all that anxiety.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so how many banks did you get charged with?
So from, if anybody knows the Cape on here, I was hitting from Orleans, Chatham, all the way to Sandwich, all the Cape Cod 5s.
Yeah.
That's what the banks were, the checks were drawn on. So I just hit every Cape Cod 5. And every check was those 3 charges. So it was larceny over, forgery, and uttering a false note. And the person who had the checks that I took them from, she was just a girl I used to sell pills to. I didn't really like know her. I didn't run with her, but she wrote over like $200,000 worth of checks. And so she ended up being my co-defendant, even though we weren't ever together in this. And my probation officer saying like, Miss Bernier, you know, she's a good girl. She's a single mother. She's trying to do better. And the judge is like, so you mean to say like they wrote like $300,000 in checks to buy Pampers? Like, no, she's going away, bro. You know, I knew right then. I just like, all right, just bring me back down. I'm going to jail, you know?
Yeah. How long did you go to jail for?
I got a 2-year sentence with 2 years suspended and 2 years probation.
What did you do right when you got to jail? Like, what was it like getting there?
I had been in there, in and out, in and out. I was doing that whole cycle where I'd have a warrant. They'd pick me up on my warrant. They'd throw me in jail for a month. They knew I was an addict. They'd reprobate me to drug court, put me in a program. I'd do well. It was always like that 30, 60, 90 days. And like, I wanted it, bro. I just could not get over like that phenomenon of craving. You know what I mean? I couldn't sit with self. And I would run, you know? And so it kept happening. It probably happened like 5 or 6 times. Where it was like I'd sit for a month or two. So like once they sentenced me, bro, I was actually happy about it. I went to my probation officer and I was like, listen, I need you to sentence me because I can't stay clean. Like this is the only way. Like this is going to keep going. And I don't like this. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And so, yeah, I only got sentenced out of Barnesville because they liked me so much because that's where drug court. Like they knew me on a first name basis, and I got 6 months time served at that point because I sat and waited for my attorney to have her baby, and I wanted her, dude. They're like, we can appoint you someone else. I was like, no, she's a dog. Like I'll wait for her to have her baby, and I sat unsentenced for 6 months, so I already had time served. But when I went to Orleans, it was a different story.
Yeah,
you know, and they hit me with it, and it was relief though. It was relief. You know, I kicked in there and it sucked. Everything about it sucked. You know, I watched a lot of my kids first. You know, his first, like, walking. I missed the first, but, like, when I would see them, it'd be through the glass, you know?
Yeah. How'd that feel?
Terrible. I just wanted to hold him.
Yeah, word.
You know what I mean? He'd be pounding me, mama, kissing the glass, and like, I just wanted to touch my baby, you know?
Yeah.
I just wanted to hold him.
When you were in jail, like, what was it like in the girls' unit? Was it fucking crazy? Everybody hit their period at the same time?
I met some of the most solid people I know today. Some of my best friends in there.
Word.
There's a fucking diddler in there, Skinner. She was fucking weird. We didn't like her. We made it really fucking clear. Like, you don't come near us. She was very protected. She was in the bubble. You know, in Barnesville, they have the bubble. Whatever. She was a fucking creepy weirdo. But there's some characters in there. There's some dirty bitches in there, man. And there was crazy bitches in there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean,
girls
I see the
fucking
girls.
Gross.
Yeah, I see the girls.
Try having a cellmate that smells like fucking tuna.
Oh.
I'd rather smell BO or shit all day than having a dirty fucking girl sit next to me.
That's crazy.
Word.
How long
I'd be like, go wash your fucking vagina, you dirty bitch. I had a cellmate who was bulimic, bro. I'd sit on my toilet, read my book, and flip the trash can, put my feet on it. This girl would have rolled in her fucking thing. The fucking pound cake things, the nasty cakes.
Yeah.
She'd have like 10 of them rolled up in her jeans. She'd get in there and fucking, and then she'd be sick. And I'd be like, bitch, you ain't puking in this stuff.
So she was bulimic. So she had to like stick her finger in her throat and throw up all the time?
Yeah. And I wouldn't let her, dude. I'd sit on the toilet, just read my book. Yeah. Put my feet up on the trash can. Like, there's nowhere to puke. You're not going to puke in our cell.
Yeah.
You know, like, deal with it.
Imagine that, dude.
She hated herself. Every time I did that to her, I was like, nope, not in my cell, bro.
Dude, I feel like
she hated herself every time I did it to her. I can't believe I ate that much. You know?
Yeah. I feel like the differences between different mental illnesses in men's jail and then girls' jail. That's like in my head, like that should be a big topic. It's like what the difference is, like bulimia, anorexia, suicidal, homicidal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was the whole time I was there, nothing really crazy happened. You know, I got in a couple of scuffs with some chicks. It was it's like kitty camp. So as soon as something happens, they're there, they're pulling you apart. Like nothing happens really.
Yeah.
I got in a fight over like basketball, being a white girl who's good at basketball and talk shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid shit like that. But I had weird things happen to me too. Like our unit got shooken down. No female cops went in. We're all naked, all 40 of us naked against the wall on the rec deck. It's freezing cold. Men throwing ourselves and shit. Not a woman to be seen, bro.
Really?
You know?
I didn't even know that was legal, bro.
I don't think it is legal.
So the men strip searched you?
Yeah, like on the unit when our unit got shut down. Not when you came in booking or anything like that. It was always a female. You know,
when they came in on that shakedown, the men.
But I don't think there's enough female CEOs to have, you know. I don't know.
Dude, they're not allowed to shake. They're not allowed to strip search a girl, bro.
Ask any woman who's been there in Barnstable County and had their whole unit flipped. It's always dudes. Always. Dudes and dogs.
That's crazy. I've never even heard of no shit like that. Like
completely naked, dude. Maybe in front of another woman, I don't give a shit. But these men are men and they're weirdos. They're CEOs that are fucking weirdos.
Yeah. So that's like their fantasy. They're like, ooh, a bunch of naked girls in there together, like, right?
Yeah, spread your lips.
Kind of my fantasy too, right?
You know, men spread their cheeks. We have to spread our lips, bro. It's fucking, it's.
Wait, they make you spread your.
Yeah. And cough. Yeah.
Get the
spread
fuck
it all.
out of here, dude.
Yeah. If you're on the rag, you pull it right out in front of them. I used to fucking throw it at them straight up, bro. You want this? Catch it. Yeah. Yeah. It's disgusting. It's so, like, demoralizing. It just, I don't know, makes you feel, like, gross. It makes you feel, like, I don't know.
That's sick. That's sick to me. That's
like, why do you want to look up in my vagina, bro?
I mean, I know why they
like
want
mine.
to
Like mine was probably one of the better ones, honestly. Yeah. But like, listen, there's people coming off the streets, bro. Yeah. There's some dirty people coming in. You know.
I bet. I mean, there's dirty dudes that go into jail. I mean, when you're viewer discretion is advised. Yo, Bry Guy does lives every single morning, bro. Imagine that. I don't have the balls to do that, bro. You know what I mean? That's balls right there, Bry. And I like his lives too. He keeps people engaged just by doing little things. Like he'll get ready for work in the morning and then drive in the car to work and just talk about his addiction and shit. And I feel like that's just something that people should do. You know what I mean? Put their addiction out there and show the world, like, you know, how to stay sober in an example type of way. That's an example right there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
It's a passion of mine personally. I know it's a passion of yours. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing on here with you, Maddie. You know, we've done like a couple videos and like, I don't know, like if my story could change someone's life. It could change one person. One person could be true to themselves because they heard me say it out loud. And now they look and say, wow, like that's my story too. It's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. We all fucking suffer with something, you know? You know?
Yeah.
This is a problem. This is a community problem. This is a worldwide problem. So why are we saying, oh, that person's a junkie or those people are pieces of shit because they're on mass app? Those people are me. Those people are me. I'm one bad decision away from being those people.
Bro, that's what me and Exit Fame today, right?
Yeah.
When we were talking to Tommy G, Exit said, look, this is me. You know what I mean? I can't judge these people because I was them.
Yeah.
He's a rapper now. This motherfucker has the most inspirational story I've ever heard. And he is so freaking like humble about it, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he does throughout his day, right? His day is planned out like this. speak at this detox, speak at this jail, speak at this school, speak at this place. Bro, all he does is outreach.
He's a recovery coach, bro. He works within the hospital now where he tries to get people help.
Bro,
Does
he was
outreach,
in jail.
just
today.
everything, everything about him, even his rap songs. Like, yeah, he raps about some hard shit sometimes, but he raps about life and about God and about being a better person. My son, my 13-year-old son, because I'm a mom who lets my son listen to good music, right? And school is like, what inspires you? And he wrote, Exit Fame, the rapper, inspires me. And it's not because like the gangbanging, it's the hope he hears. He can relate to the message at 13 years old, man. He watches mother and father go through it, his aunts, or uncles go through it. Like, you can relate to that shit. I'd rather my son listen to some hope and like be a little bit educated, right?
Fact, dude. I mean, we need more people that are examples just like that little kids can look up to, because all these kids look up to these drill rappers,
right?
Whacking shit, smacking shit. That's all they talk about. My little nephew,
gang.
Bro, he calls himself like some blood rapper shit. Like he's a blood. He's a little blood. And I asked myself, I was like, yo, bro, if I find out you're a blood, I'm coming to your school and I'm gonna beat all those kids up, right? Not because I don't like bloods, because I have mad boys that are bloods, but because I don't like those little kids who are gonna grow up and kill people for no fucking reason and not even know what they're getting into. Yeah. Once you kill somebody, there's no going back. You're going to be caught. You're going to be on camera. And if you get away with it, you're not going to get away with the second one. Maybe you will if you live in Chicago.
Nowadays, like, can you really get rid of, like, away with it? Like, if you are smart and can disappear yourself. But I guarantee you, most of the time, they know who it is or know something about it. You know what I mean? And it's crazy nowadays out there. It really is what some people are rapping about, I'd rather my son see someone who went through some shit, right? My son's not going to be some gangster rapper. I hope not that any sort of gangster shit, but I hope he's educated on it. I hope he can see that people can fall down and get back up and it's okay. We can talk about it.
Fact.
Oh
yeah. Absolutely, dude. There's nothing good about that life, dude. Nothing at all. I like it. I come out my door when I lived there. I lived over on Molina Cass. That was my backyard. I come out my door. The first thing I see is someone shooting dope in their neck.
Yep.
That right there, literally the first thing I see is someone smoking crack and shooting dope in their neck. And it's not just one or two people. It's like 50, 60 people.
At least.
And they're all hurting in a bad way.
Yeah.
So if we can take our life in the example we've made through our lives and help somebody change theirs, like show them that you can actually do it, bro, what's better than that?
Right.
Hey, do you have it playing in the background on something? It's echoing.
Do I?
Yeah, is this echoing?
No, I don't think so. Okay. I don't hear it echoing. Do you feel like it's echoing?
Maybe. Echo.
It's just your ears, Maddie. They echo.
Yeah, I'm hearing voices doing. Sorry.
I love your mom. That's your mom, right?
Yeah, my mom's the best, bro. She rolled with me my whole sentences, my juvenile sentences. She came up to see me every single week, right? And when they were beating me up in Goss 2, like really beating me up, I had every blood vessel in my neck popped, every blood vessel in my eye popped, 2 black eyes. I was getting smashed out by these adult staff. And it wasn't just once or twice. It was like every day for months. She came up there, dude, and cussed out the superintendent. I don't know if she remembers now because she's had mad brain operations and she's a little forgetful, but I think she might remember it.
She's a good mama bear. I'll tell you what. She loves her boys.
Dude, it was Thanksgiving Day. I remember I was called out on Thanksgiving Day to go talk to the doctor. And I went in there and they were supposed to give me Adderall, and because they wouldn't give it to me, I broke the fan and smacked the doctor with a little fake baby. And, it was crazy. I went nuts. And, maybe I deserved the beating the first time. But you know, after it could continue, like you very bad for that whole entire 30-day stretch, like, and I got knocked out by staff members, all that was, and that's real, you know, that's real. That's really happened to me. Like, this is no front.
You know, much as like, yeah, I get the abuse of power. I get the egotistical assholes who want to beat up grown men or think they can come in on grown men. They usually get fucked up, but you're grown men coming in on children. Children, what is this child gonna do to you? I'm sure Maddie, I'm sure you fucking put up a fight, bro.
Oh,
you know what
I
I mean? I'm sure there's tough ass kids, but like, honestly, when you got grown people, you know what I mean? There's a way to stop that without hurting others, you know?
Oh yeah. That's a fact.
You know, we've talked about this, how I feel about like juvenile probation and shit. I hate that shit. You're making a child, you're holding them to adult standards.
Oh yeah.
Children mess up. Children are supposed to mess up. That's how they fucking learn. That's how they grow.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just, I think it's sick.
Bro, it's preparation for prison.
Yeah.
Juvenile detention is them preparing you and gassing you up to think prison's cool. They tell you like, yo, you're ready for big boy camp. You ain't ready for big boy camp. They pump it up in your head to make you feel like being in there is some type of cool, right?
Yeah.
That way, when you leave, every time you leave, you feel like, you know, I gotta be gangster. Like, this is what it is. Like, this is how everybody is, bro. And like, even the staff members are like, you know, you're not a thoroughbred until you do this, or you're not tough. Like, if you're acting like this, you gotta be like this. And it's like they set the standard for you. You know what I mean? So the whole time I'm thinking, all I want to do is be tough. All I want to do is be a gangster, bro. And I want like people to know who I am. You know what I mean? Like, that is my mindset as I grow up. So from 13 years old, like, I almost got killed in the first program I went to was Project Leap, and it was a youthful offender program, 21 down to 21 down to 13 years old. I was 14 years old when I got there. I got locked up when I was 13. I got there when I was 14, and when I got in there, when I first got there, it was like we were in cabins. They had 3 cabins lined up, and I was in a cabin. There was one staff member that slept there overnight, and fucking dude, at nighttime it was bad, bro. You catch beatings. You know what I mean? Like,
was this in Brewster?
Yeah. Yep. Project Leap. Yep. Right there next to the what was that?
Nickerson?
Yeah, Nickerson State Park. Yep. Next to the there's another program over. There's 2. They built Capes Detention.
Forestry Camp? Is it the Forestry Camp? Is that what it's called?
Forestry. Yep.
Yeah.
28 day. They have the girl. Yeah. Did you go to that?
No, dude. I never got like. I don't know. Like, I fucked up probation every time. And they just make me do Sheriff's Youth Ranch again. I jumped through hoops, man, but I never got put away as a juvenile.
Word. That's good, because that's
like,
what
I don't know was there not female facilities? Like, I don't know.
There was.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're always lighter on women than they are men. You know what I mean? Like, they treat them a little bit differently than they do boys. You know? Which
they look at men and they have that stereotypical, this kid's gonna be a killer. You know what I mean? This kid's acting out, so he's gonna be a school shooter, he's gonna be a killer, he's gonna, you know, be a criminal. No, bro. He needs guidance. And you're showing him how to be a gangster in there.
The girl facilities are not in Taunton. They're in Brockton. They got the girls' Y in Brockton, right?
Okay.
And you know, there's enough beds there for mostly everybody, but there's other girl programs too. They got their women's cabin at the forestry camp. They have there's a few other girl programs in and around Brockton and Taunton area. Yeah.
That's what I get. I think that's what no, it's coming back to me now. That's so weird. That's what I was starting with the forestry camp.
Yeah.
That's what they'd always say. Like, I just remember doing like hundreds of hours of community service, bro.
Yeah.
Doing the Sheriff's Youth Ranch twice. I was good at that shit too. The boys are like crying and shit. And I'm like, let's go, you fucking assholes. You know what I mean? We had to like do team building, like exercises, like crazy shit.
Yo, did you?
And I was that girl, like, they get in my face, and I'd be like, back the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're a tough ass bitch for sure.
You know, I didn't like that shit. Like, you don't overstep my boundaries. You know.
Word.
But I was an asshole.
You had to be tough though. You were that type of girl, bro. You had to be tough because the way you grew up, like with your family situation and all that. Like, you had to be tough. I could see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like, I idolized my father. I idolized my brothers. You know, my big brother, and they were tough dudes. You know, tattooed motorcycle. And my dad, especially having a gay son, and then my brother is like just this like, he's kind of a genius, but it's like him against him. You know what I mean? Like if he put his head to work, he'd be something. But me, it was like I was my dad's son that was in this girl's body almost. You know what I mean? I'd be chopping with my dad. I'd be like, yeah, let's see. My little brother couldn't even do that shit. Still to this day, I don't think could chop a piece of wood.
Like this.
Yep. Yep. He's a little fruity. He can get a little fruity, man.
Yeah, he's a little fruity, but you know what, Tim? He's a grown man. He can make that decision. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like he's a kid.
Whatever sinks your ship, bro.
Fucking sinks your shit for sure. But yo, my mom said, dude, look at when you were a kid, right? Like back in the 60s, 70s, they just grab you and you would shit your pants, and then they would bring you home to your parents because your parents were the worst punishment you could get. And that's really like the whole atmosphere changed. You know what I mean? The atmosphere changed. It's like they realized they could make money off of juvenile facilities, and just like they could off adults. You know what I mean? Insurance, all that shit that pays. And they were like, you know what? Why not build those? Because kids do crime too. And you know what? The kid who did the school shooting and they're treating him like an adult, I feel like that's a little wrong too. Like the kid was a child before he did the shooting. He doesn't all of a sudden become an adult just because he shot, right? Yeah. He's not making adult choices, apparently, right? Because if he was an adult, he probably wouldn't have shot up the school. You know what I mean? And that should be treated accordingly. You know what I mean? Not that I agree with him, because I feel like he's a piece of shit. And anybody who could murder senselessly like that maybe deserves to die, but not life in prison, because I would rather die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And go to prison for life. But that's just how it is, man. Like they really utilize that shit like it's the only option, but it's really not. It's the last. It should be the last option. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
bro. Like prison is a last resort. That's something that you do because the taxpayers pay for prisons. It's not free, and taxpayers are constantly electing people who are pro crime, like anti-crime, like the tough on crime bills and all these things that they brought in the 60s and 70s. Like they're bringing it back now. They're utilizing. That's what Trump is going to be good for. Trump is not like that, bro. He wants to even out the standards, but he is pro cop. Don't get it wrong. Any Republican is going to be pro cop because that whole right wing.
Absolutely. If you're in the military, anybody, they're told this is what we believe. Like they're literally told, like this is what you're now going to vote. This is what you're now going to believe in. Because you swore an oath, and this is what we believe in. Anybody I know who's like ever been in the military, they're like, yeah, we have to vote, Republican, regardless,
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's what it's coming to. Like, where you're gonna send your kid to school with bulletproof vests, like, for real. Like, I don't want.
They make bulletproof fucking backpacks.
Did they really?
Yes, and parents are teaching their kids, get down behind your backpack.
What?
Yes, bro. Yes,
that's how crazy this country's getting, dude. You know what I mean? And like, this is happening on Biden's watch.
What's sick is like they're making bulletproof backpacks, but they're probably making backpacks with gun pockets as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, whatever makes money, right? It's sad.
Right.
Yeah, it is sad. Yeah, but shit. I couldn't imagine going to school at this day and age, like having to worry about that shit, because it's happening in these little ass towns too. It's not like big cities where got all these kids that are in gangs and they come into school with guns. It happens there too, but it seems like it's just one person gets shot over some gang shit, right?
Yeah.
It's not like mass shootings. But you want to know why I think that is too, is because it's a little tougher there. And where it's tougher, kids are more afraid to go in and do something like that because they know they're going to meet resistance. If I think a kid knows he's going to meet resistance, maybe he would be less likely to do that. So maybe everywhere should get a little tough. You know what I mean?
I feel like in these little rural towns too, like people are growing up poor, they're getting picked on, all this shit. And like the parents have that old school thinking, like just suit up, deal with it,
Yeah.
And they're not helping their kids, man.
Yeah. What was on the TV behind me was Friday the 13th, but then it changed over. Now it's like something else. YouTube, what's up next? It should be me. Imagine if I came up next. Like that.
Dude, it might.
After this video pops out with Tommy G, I feel like it's gonna You know what I mean? Because dude, he's huge, bro. Every video goes over 1 million, and I'm the star of the show. You know what I mean? I'm always the star of the show. Nah, I was talking to you. Nah, that's the thing about me is I'm not letting, and I would never let anything like this get to my head, bro. This is just something I do to help and help myself and help other people. You know what I mean? But
talk about it. I think we should be talking about this shit regardless.
Yeah, I mean, like, in what way? What are you talking about?
I'm just saying in general, like, we should be people like spike up conversation. I like doing this. We're just chatting, you know, other people are chatting, you know, spike up the conversation. Like, I respect anybody's opinion. Their opinion is their own.
Yeah.
What you believe in is what you believe in, you know?
I mean, yeah, like, honestly, political opinion shouldn't divide a country, dude. It should just be like, I believe in Trump and I believe in this. But it's like, I believe in Trump and they're like, oh, yeah. And they're like fucking pulling a stance out on him, dude. It's like, why? Why does it have to be like that? We're not meeting in the middle to try to settle differences, right?
No, absolutely not.
We're standing on one side and they're standing on the other and we're ready to butt heads over it.
Dude, right? It's us against us. We're not united. Like, this is the United States of America. And we don't stand united, bro. No. We don't. You know what I mean? It's this side and this side. And, like, they're not fixing things. You know?
Yeah, and like Brett said, like, we should all have a chance at freedom. That's a fact. Like, I feel like I should, after I do my time and I get out and I do what I'm supposed to do, I should not have to worry about getting a life sentence, dude. I already did my time. You know what I mean? But I have to worry about going to jail for the rest of my life if I fart the wrong way, bro. It's fucked up, bro.
How is that, like, how is that even allowed?
I don't know, bro. But you know what? They didn't drop one single charge. Like, I got indicted for 7 different things. They were mad duplicative. One was home invasion, armed home invasion. The other one was armed burglary. Then it was armed assault intent to murder, armed assault intent to murder, armed assault intent to murder, armed assault intent to murder 4 times because they said I had a sledgehammer, a gun, a knife, and a shod foot, right? Bro, what am I?
On 2 different people, right?
There was 2 people, right? But it's like, dude, what am I, an octopus, bro? Like, I fucking have 8 hands. I didn't use all these different weapons, bro. If I did, they'd be dead. You know what I mean? I fucking, you know, I did go a little hard. You know what I mean? And that's my bad. That's on me. And I take full responsibility for that. And you know what? I did 12 years. Hard 12 years. You know what I mean? So
you did your time, bro.
Yeah, I did my time.
You did your time. They shouldn't be like, okay, you're going to be on probation for 5 years now when you get out. And if you do something wrong, we're done with you. You're gone for the rest of your life. That's not fair. You can't do that to a person. Yeah, if you're a murderer, you murder people, you know, these people, like, I get that. You get a life sentence.
Right. Life for a life.
You didn't get a life.
No.
You know what I mean? You didn't get a life sentence. No. You got sentenced to a certain amount of years. You did your time. And now it's like, okay, we're going to hold you to the standard. If you fuck up, we're just going to put you away. It's not fair.
It isn't fair because
Octomat.
Yeah, Octomat, yeah. That's my new nickname, bro, on here, Octomat. Fucking it's just wild, bro. Like after that, you know, they indicted me for assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, right? So I got armed assault intent to murder 4 times, and then assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, assault and battery, and assault. They didn't drop one of them. Not one. Even on a plea bargain. Like, how the fuck is that right there?
That's insane, bro. Usually they drop all the little ones and hit you with the big one, you know?
Right. They
like,
drop.
This is bad enough.
Yeah. They drop a few and they leave, you know, the worst charges or whatever they want to do, right?
Right.
But they get what they want out of it. But instead, they wanted to fucking hammer me as hard as they possibly could and make an example for political or whatever the fuck it is. It's not justice, bro.
No.
Like justice is justice, and there's no other way to put it, dude. You know what I mean?
How about try to help this kid?
Yeah, fact.
Help him be better. Help him not to make that choice again. You know?
Absolutely, bro. Ryan came home like
last Wednesday or the Wednesday before.
Yeah. And you know what? He's at a program. He's got a program. I'm not gonna say where he is because it's his business. I'm not gonna put it out there, but he's doing really good. He's got his wife. He's moving to another state when he gets done with it to start a new life. But he's still got to face the same thing I'm facing. He's still got that 5 years open probation on armed home invasion, and little does he know how hard that's gonna be. So, yeah.
Say some prayers, man.
Oh, I'm saying, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
I say
You
them
know?
every day, every single
I'm
day.
saying everybody should say some prayers.
Right. That's the only way you get through this, bro. You can't do it on your own. You
No.
got God, and you put God first, and you follow that star in the sky, bro. That is your God, whatever it is, bro. Whatever you believe in, which I think you should always believe in Jesus Christ, because that's the only true God. And you go by His word, and you can never go wrong, bro. And I feel like He has my back so tough, right? Look at all the things that happen for me. You know what I mean? Like all these little things falling into place. That's God. That's the only reason that like running into Tommy G today and getting pulled into this with Exit Fame and all that shit. Like
Yeah,
that's
dude.
God.
I told you there's no fucking coincidences.
No.
There really isn't. That's God working in your life. And I'll tell you what, when I stopped putting God first, it was only a matter of time before, like, I did whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Without love in my heart, without the right thoughts in my head, you know what I mean? It's like, it just took over, man. Like, I wasn't relying on anything else. And in a short amount of time of me hitting my knees multiple times a day, craziest things have been happening to me, Maddie. And it's just like falling together, and it's just reassurance, I can't even speak. It's reassurance that like I'm doing the right thing, man. God's working in my life. I feel it. I feel it like to my core, you know. Like I feel joy in my life.
Yeah, there is those times
joy.
too, bro. Yeah.
You know, I don't have to beat myself up over my past anymore. You know, I can enjoy little things in life, like things I could never enjoy before, and it's because I put Him first. You know what I mean? And then me second, because I got to take care of me so I can take care of everybody else. You know.
Fact, bro. Dave died. Who? Dave what? Dave who died? Dave Agnetta?
Oops.
Dave Weichel? Who? What Dave? What Dave, bro? Can you guys answer me? What Dave died? Weichel? Dave Agnetta? Weichel? What? For real? Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, you know Dave Weichel, right? Or you know who he is, bro? He was running with Whitey Bulger. He was like his hitman, whatever.
Yeah.
He's in jail for now. Yo, he got out on parole and like went to the projects with a bandana and some like cut off shorts, like he's in the 70s, right? With like some other dude. And he was like,
in his head, he probably is in the 70s, bro.
Bro, he thought he ran shit still. So he's like, yo, he's like, you guys are breaking me off with everything, you know, a piece of everything. He's like, you're not gonna be selling like a movie, bro, right? And the dude stepped up and knocked him the hell out, like this little kid, like, yeah, all right, dude, you're in my projects now. It's a whole different world out there, you know. But Dave was a tough ass dude, bro. You know what I mean? Like, no, all bullshit aside, like everything they say about him, he was still a beast. I mean, he was in the worst stabbing I've ever seen. Like him and this dude Frank, right? They called him Bear, Teddy Bear, some shit like Huggy Bear. They called Frank Huggy Bear, but he did mad time in the feds. And then there was why is it echoing like that? Does it feel like it's echoing, guys?
It might just be the back bedroom. I don't hear it.
Yeah. So but yeah, I mean, I forget what I was just saying, bro. I was getting mad late. Frank Huggins, right? Oh yeah, this stabbing dude. There was blood coming out onto the tier like a pool of it, bro. They almost tried to kill each other, hit arteries. They were in there just and Huggy Bear, bro, toughest black dude I ever seen, bro. I seen him scrape like 5-6 dudes at once, try to jump him. He was a savage. No Evo. Well, yo, so look at I appreciate everybody who showed up tonight. I love you guys. You guys are like my family. You keep me straight. You keep me on my path. I love you. This is my job from now on, guys. And I have my own place. I have to support myself. So whatever anybody could do, man, please do it. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing it for everybody here, man, so we can chill and have time. This is not an obligation. This is nothing, bro. And I feel no type of way towards anybody who's just coming to support and chill. That's what I want. Like, that's what this is all about. Come support and chill, bro. I love it, man. This is everything, bro. Thank you, Michael, bro. Brett, Mikey, Mr. Freedom, Jason, Bobby, all you
Tommy
guys.
Thunder.
You guys are Tommy Thunder, bro. You guys are family, bro. This is like a family. This is a whole community of people. That
my citizen.
Mike, yep, your citizen. It's all love, Brett. I love you too, brother. Smash that like button, guys. Smash those hearts real quick while I exit out of here, bro. I'm gonna let a song play for you guys, bro. Something that I think really hits. And you know, I'm gonna end this live after that song, bro. And I love you guys, bro. I really love you guys, bro. And I can't say it enough, man. You guys are my family, bro. Have a great night. Stay blessed, man. Let God guide you. That's it, man.
Hey, thank you for having me, Maddie. And listen, love you guys.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. We're taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it, get after it. Get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.